And we are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream tonight. We've got the Boston Bruins taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets in Columbus, our first Blue Jackets game of the year. And hopefully this is a good one. Bruins, I was at the game against Detroit yesterday. They had a spectacular performance against the Red Wings. We'll see how they do here on the second game of a back-to-back. And Columbus, they've had a few days off. I think they've had the last 3 days off since their last game. So they should be a well-rested team ready to go here tonight. Hopefully it's a fun game as we're getting closer to puck drop and getting close to the action here. Appreciate everybody coming by. Great to see you all in the chat. And let's have a great night of hockey as the Bruins and Blue Jackets go at it. Hey, what's going on? Aries is here. Welcome in. Ikeka, TTV, Brendan. What is going on? Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. We're going to get the poll up in the chat, so you guys can start getting your votes in on who you think is going to take this one tonight. We got the Blue Jackets at home, Bruins on the road. Who wins tonight? Poll is up. And let's see those votes come in. Game was awesome yesterday, Keika. It was a fantastic game to be at. Obviously a dominant third period. And really a lot of fun. Great atmosphere. Trevor, what is going on? Welcome in. Yes, Aries. Boston 7-1 to start the season, which is absolutely unbelievable. Hey, glad to have you back, Jojo. Thank you so much for being here. Awesome to have you back in the chat. Eddie, what is going on? Welcome in. Thanks so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. We've still got about 7 or 8 minutes till puck drop here as we go through the pregame, but should be a fun one here tonight. I'm interested to see how the Bruins do because obviously last week when they had the back-to-back situation, that second game wasn't so good against Ottawa. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Bruins handle this back-to-back here tonight. See if they're a little bit better than they were against the Sens last week. Aurelia, what is going on? Welcome in. Yes, Marchand played last night. He was spectacular, had a 3-point game for the Bruins last night. He's not playing tonight, though. The Bruins are not playing him on back-to-back nights yet because he's obviously still recovering from that surgery. So he won't be in the lineup tonight, but he did make his season debut yesterday. Spicy, welcome in. Jesus, welcome in. Grega, Victoria, Bruin, what is going on? Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really appreciate it. I think the Bruins are going to handle business tonight. I hope they do anyway. We'll see. But I think they learned a lot from that bad second game of a back-to-back last week where they should be better tonight and a little bit more prepared for the situation. Hey, thank you, Bruin. Appreciate it. I wore this last night under my jersey for the game for the Bruins Red Wings game. So I'm hoping that the good luck continues with this. Hey Zeus, happy Friday. It's great to have you here. Really appreciate it. Yeah, David Krejci also not in the lineup for the Bruins. He got injured in the game last night, hit with a high stick by Michael Rasmussen, and it looked like it was pretty hard shot to the face. So Krejci's not playing tonight. He's considered day-to-day. We really don't have any sort of timetable as far as how long he'll be out other than day-to-day. Yeah, no Krejci tonight for Boston. That means Pavel Zacha is going to move to the center position. Got Luther, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Chad, what's going on? Welcome. John, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Unknown, great to have you in the chat. Matthew, welcome in. Thank you guys all for coming by. Really appreciate it. Getting ready for puck drop here between the Bruins and the Blue Jackets. Hopefully a fun game tonight. Last night certainly was. And we'll see how the action goes. But Again, appreciate everyone being here. My next live stream, will be tomorrow night. I'll be doing the Carolina Hurricanes against the Philadelphia Flyers. So that should be a fun game tomorrow. Without Nesson, this is an NHL Network game, Got Luther. This is, so it's on the regional networks for both of these teams. I'm not sure what Columbus's is, but for the Bruins, it's Nesson. But as far as like out of market or without the regional networks, this is an NHL Network game. Yes, John, it was the Senators. They're the only team that have beaten the Bruins so far this year. Derek, what's going on? Welcome in. Edited, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Good to have you in the chat. No, I won't be doing that game on Thursday, Unknown. I'm doing the Bruins Tuesday and Saturday next week, but not on Thursday. Oh man, yeah, the blackouts with the NHL absolutely suck, Got Luther. I don't understand why they wouldn't want more people watching. Like, that makes no sense. Well, it's the TV networks that don't, but I don't know, it's so annoying. I hate it. So I'm sorry about that. But yeah, it's gonna be on Bally Sports Ohio, or it's gonna be on Nesson for the regional networks, and then NHL Network for out of market, which sucks because not that many people have NHL Network. Yes, I did. I did see that the Canucks won last night. I was happy to see that too because I bet the Canucks last night, so I'm glad they could pull out the win. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Got Luther. Good to have you, and I hope that you can find a good place to watch the game and have some fun. I really appreciate it. I mean, they're 7-1 to start the year without Charlie McAvoy, Brian. I think they're only going to get better when McAvoy's back. So, I mean, they're certainly been a lot better than I was expecting this year. Definitely a lot better than I was expecting. All right, we should be dropping the puck when we get back from this commercial break and be getting into the action. Thank you guys again all for watching. Hopefully we have a great game tonight. And again, tomorrow I'll be streaming again at 7 Eastern time for the Carolina Hurricanes against Philadelphia Flyers. Hey, I will keep that prediction in mind, Got Luther. I will keep that in mind, and we'll see if it comes true at the end here. As it looks like teams are going to be lining up at the center dot. Yeah, Anthem's over. And we are going to be getting going here. This should be a good one. So we got Linus Ullmark starting in goal for Boston. Jeremy Swayman played last night, played extremely well last night. Now Ullmark, who has been exceptional to start this season with a .936 save percentage, will be in the net for the Bruins. And Elvis Merzlikins down at the other end. He's been not so good so far to start this season with only an .863 save percentage and a goals against above 4. So Merzlikins is going to be fighting hard to, have a good night tonight as we are underway. Puck is dropped. Bruins dump it in. And this game is underway as that's cleared out. Also, David Jiricek is in the lineup for the Blue Jackets in this one, number 55. He was a top 5 pick from this past draft. Actually, was he a top 5? I forget the exact number he was taken. I know he was an early first round pick. I forget because Nemec went second overall. He actually might have been. He was a little bit later than top 5, but I thought he could have gone top 5 with how good of a player he is. 6 overall. 6 overall to Columbus last year. So good young defenseman in the lineup to watch for the Blue Jackets tonight. As this one's moved to the middle, taken up by the Bruins. A.J. Greer gets it out over the red line, dumped into the offensive zone, and that's worked down below the goal line. Taking it here. Bruins cycling, offensive end. Frederick in the corner. Trying to work this one back. Lindholm goes D to D. Long shot there by Carlo, and Merzlikins comes way out. Loose puck, and it's just sent wide. Moved out, taken to the middle, and cleared there by the Blue Jackets as they come up ice the other way. Carlo knocks it down, and that's sent back to the Blue Jacket zone where they will regroup. Both teams get fresh legs on the ice just over a minute in. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. Spicy, I wanted the Avalanche. Aries, next game that I plan on going to as of right now is in December. But obviously we'll see as that puck deflects up and out of play. I'll always be on the lookout to possibly get to a game when I can. Yeah, McDavid had another huge night last night. Vernon, what's going on? Andrew, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Garrett, welcome in. Malika, Axie, Jim, that kid Jojo. There you go. Name's back. Appreciate everybody being here. Thank you all so much for watching. That shot attempt from the Blue Jackets gets blocked. They cycle it around in the offensive zone. Chance here for Line into the slot. Shot gets blocked by Craig Smith. Kept in by Johnny Gaudreau. Over to the face-off circle. Now to the sideboards, and it's poked out by the Bruins. Jake, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Trying to move it up now. Over the red line into the offensive end. Taken here by Columbus. Gaudreau checked by Grzelcyk. Sends it around the boards. Jiricek pinches. And can't keep that one in the offensive zone. Line takes it back in the neutral zone. And now it's played around along the sideboards. Zacha trying to get to it. Bruins have to regroup with their D-men. Grzelcyk passes it up. Pastrnak into the middle. That's stolen away by Columbus. Here come the Blue Jackets up ice. Bill, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Pastrnak steals the pass to the point and is able to get it out. Kent Johnson takes it back now for the Blue Jackets. Another guy to watch for Columbus, number 91. Extremely talented young center. As he passes that up to Boone Jenner. Jenner dumps it in. Around the boards it goes. Johnson to it. Back to the blue line. Columbus setting up in the offensive zone. Trying to work it around. Bruins with the fourth line on the ice. Trying to work this one out high. Back down low. Jenner below the goal line. Foligno comes in. Takes that puck. And the Bruins are out of the zone. Here's Nick Foligno. He'll dump it up ice. Jacob Lauko chases in. Heavy on the forecheck against Goodbranson. They shove in the corner. Foligno comes in. Jenner there as well. Joey, what is going on? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Awesome to have you in the chat as always. Taking this one around. Chance in front there. And that shot attempt gets blocked. Bruins get possession right back. Another one. That one just sent to the sideboards off a body. And Columbus has a chance to get it out. Here's Voracek. Stolen away from him. The Bruins take it back. Yeah, Marchand came back about a month earlier than expected, Bill. So, very quick return for him. Greer has it now down low. Trying to work this one around the boards. Back to Frederick. Frederick cycles below the goal line again. To the other side, it's Greer. Against Werenski. Gets knocked down in the corner. Gets some help, though, and it's sent to the near side boards. Lindholm plays it around. And finally, it's cleared now by the Blue Jackets. Sillinger trying to get it up ice. It's stolen back by Hampus Lindholm. BC Transportation, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Good to see you as we're just over 4 minutes into the first period. Scoreless game so far. Bruins dump it deep. Behind the net, Merzlikins comes out to play it. Wraps that one up the boards. Bruins keep it in at the point. Played down low. Bergeron line on the ice. That one's cleared out, though, by Columbus. Taken at the red line, though. Bergeron trying to steal it back, and he does. Moved up into the offensive zone, and Craig Smith chases against Jiricek in the corner. DeBrusque out there as well as they work around. Behind the net, Bergeron jumps in. Or no, it's Zacha off the bench. Bergeron's changed. Columbus sends it down to Forbert's corner. Good heavy hit by Robinson. Trying to work it around now. Bruins take it behind their own net. It's Connor Clifton over to Forbert. Forbert cross ice. Up into the offensive zone. Zacha with it. Trying to find a way to the middle. Back to the point. Long shot. That one just misses high. Cleared back now. And Columbus gets it out of the zone. Gaudreau will chase against Clifton. Sends it to the neutral zone. Pastrnak with a hit in front. Here's Johnny Gaudreau with a chance. That one just off the outside of the goal. Bad turnover there by the Bruins, but Gaudreau can't take advantage of it. Columbus now out in front, not able to get a shot off. Bruins steal the puck and Hall clears the zone, but we're going to have a penalty call. And Columbus is going to get the first power play of the game as some very shaky play in the defensive zone by the Bruins and one really bad turnover. Doesn't result in a goal, but does result in the Columbus power play as Connor Clifton goes to the box. Logan, what is going on? Welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Game was awesome. It was a fantastic game to be at. A lot of fun, great atmosphere, and just one that was awesome from the start. Taken now, Columbus on the power play. Clifton in the box for boarding. Trying to work it around in the offensive zone. If you're not in one of these teams' markets, Axie, this is an NHL Network game. Taken down low. Stolen away there by the Bruins, and they're able to clear it down. The first 30 seconds gone off of the power play. And Nyquist is offsides, entering the zone. Blue Jackets offsides there, and that is a whistle, and it will be a neutral zone face-off coming up here. Still a minute and a half to go on the Columbus power play. Adrian, what is going on? Welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. Oh no, the pass originated from the Columbus zone, so the face-off goes all the way back down to the Columbus end. So the Blue Jackets have to come all the way up ice to try and get set back up on this power play as it's played to Roslovic. Back to the D. Speed now, Line A into the offensive zone. Good step up there by Forbert. It's played out high. Chance in front. That one not redirected on goal. And that's cleared down. 1:05 to go on the power play. Columbus trying to get it back into the offensive end, deep behind the net. And that's covered up by Linus Ullmark. We'll get a whistle just in time. Vernon with the 10. Let's get that dono hype in the chat. Vernon, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. That is awesome. Very, very thankful for your support, my man. And let's get that hype for Vernon in the chat. We got another offensive zone face-off coming for the Blue Jackets. So in my life total, I have been to 6 Boston Bruins games, BC Transportation. Trying to play it around now. Bruins get it out of the zone and clear again. 40 seconds left on the power play. Werenski with it for Columbus. Drops it back to Line into the offensive zone. Great move there by Line, but his pass across gets broken up. Bruins trying to get it out. They cannot. Kept in by the Blue Jackets. Here's a shot. Ullmark with a big save. Definitely his best save that he's had to make so far. Worked into the middle there. There's another shot that's blocked on the way through. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Johnny Gaudreau with it. Back to the point. Werenski keeps it in. Played around by Gaudreau. Top of the circle. Now below the goal line. Trying to stuff it in front. Chance there. Ullmark with another huge save. Power play comes to an end. Columbus still has it in the offensive zone. Backdoor, that one misses wide. Couldn't get a clean shot off. The Bruins have killed the penalty, but they've still got to try and get this puck out of their zone. Columbus surging with the pressure. Just under 12 minutes to go here in the first. Finally, the Bruins send it out and can get a line change. I mean, overall, it's a pretty minor deal, Bruin. Studnicka obviously wasn't going to get into the lineup, so I think it made sense to move him because he'll get a fresh start in Vancouver, and obviously, Studnicka wasn't going to be a regular in this lineup. There's just better options and better players playing right now for the Bruins. Playing it around behind the net now. Boston on the forecheck. Here's Pastrnak. Trying to get a pass out. Comes to Grzelcyk. Top of the circle. Shot just. Oh, he scores! I thought he hit the post, but it goes posting in. Matt Grzelcyk with the snipe from the top of the circle. And it is a 1-0 lead for the Bruins. Wow, what a shot there from Matt Grzelcyk. Gets the puck out high, skates to the top of the circle, and then snipes one on Elvis Merzlikins. I thought that was going to be off the post and out, but he just tucks it under the bar. What a shot there from Grizz, and it is a 1-0 lead on the road for the Bruins with 11:15 to go now in the first. They're both fantastic, Spicy. Brought up now, Foligno into the offensive zone. Lindholm has been awesome this season, Adrian. And, I mean, Lindholm has had to be the #1 guy with McAvoy out, and he has absolutely stepped up to the challenge so far. Pablo, welcome in. Yes, game was awesome yesterday. It was fantastic night. Great game, great atmosphere at the arena. Just overall fantastic. So thanks for being here. Good to see you in the chat again, my friend, as that's worked around now. Columbus into the offensive zone. Connor Clifton takes it now, and he'll start the breakout for the Bruins. Pass to Forbert. Into the offensive end. Bruins can't get it there. They'll try again. This time they do. Here's Jake DeBrusk on the backhand. And Merzlikins has to make a nice save there. Trying to work this one around. Through the middle. Johnson pressured by a couple of Bruins. First DeBrusk, then Smith. William, what is going on? Great to see you in the chat. Roslovic carries it into the offensive zone. Thanks for coming by. Great to have you as always. It's out high for Laine. Down low now, Goodrow throws it in front. That goes off of Ullmark. Second chance, Ullmark makes a save as well. Columbus with another opportunity. That one's ripped high. Ends up going off glass, down in the corner. Played through here, and we get a puck in the corner. Now through to Laine on the near side boards. He sends it out to the point. Peak with a shot. That gets blocked by Smith. Ends up in the corner. Bruins trying to get the breakout. And finally, Lindholm, cross ice, is going to get it out of the zone. Up now into the offensive end. David Pastrnak looking to work it to the middle. He's pressured there by Andrew Peak. Now Grzelcyk's going to pinch on Laine. Keeps it in the offensive zone. Ryber, what's going on? Great to see you in the chat. Thanks for coming by. Boston has it here through the middle. Here's Pastrnak. And a big save by Merzlikins as he gets a piece of it. Bruins with some good pressure. Zacha trying to keep it along the boards. Hall helping as well, but Columbus does get it out. Brought up now into the attacking end. Over to Chinnikov. Takes it down to the corner. Now works it back out. Far side, streaking off the bench. Big save there, Ullmark. Good streaking shot off the bench for one of the Blue Jackets there, but Ullmark makes a save. And that is cleared out by Boston. They get a much-needed line change, or at least the forwards get a change. Worked around now, shot wide by the Blue Jackets. Here's Voracek looking to work it in front. Stolen away by Nick Foligno. Foligno sends it up the boards, trying to get it through to Nosek, but Chinnikov steals. Here's a shot, and Ullmark gets a piece of that one on Sillinger's attempt. Back the other way now here, the Bruins. Shot there, off the post! Foligno rings pipe. Worked around now, down low. Lauko gets knocked down from behind. Good Branson, just much stronger than him. We got to step up now as it's dumped into the offensive zone. Clifton takes a hit from Jenner. Played now by Lauko getting back. Trying to get it through the neutral zone and dumped in. Bruins will get a line change. Rolled in now. Below the goal line. Up and out of the zone. Cleared through the middle. Taken by Kent Johnson. And the Bruins steal it back in the neutral zone. Here's A.J. Greer. Back to Lindholm. Top of the circle. Shot in there. Merzlikins makes the save with traffic in front. And now we got some pushing in front of the net. Our first real scrum of the game is Greer and Peak exchange. And we're going to head finally to a commercial break. Our first commercial break of this one. 7:12 to go in a fast-moving first period. Bruins with a 1-0 lead on Matt Grzelcyk's goal. Andrew, what is going on? AJ, welcome in. Travis, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Shesterkin, spicy. Very good, high-paced first period so far here between the Bruins and Blue Jackets. Boston with the only goal on a snipe by Matt Grzelcyk, and both goaltenders have made some fantastic saves so far. Really appreciate everybody watching. Thank you guys all for being here. Please don't forget, it really helps the channel and means a ton if you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy the games, and have some fun. So, real good one going between the Blue Jackets and Bruins here tonight, and hopefully it's a great game for the full 60 minutes. Hey, thank you, Pablo. Appreciate that. And we're already, down to like 7 minutes to go in this first. That's pretty, been pretty fast moving considering it's not even 7:30 p.m. yet. But great speed to this game, great pace, lots of chances at both ends of the ice. Hello, Abby. What is going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it. We're coming back now from the commercial break. These teams will get set up at the face-off dot and ready to get back underway. Nothing yet, Pablo. Next commercial break, you'll find out. Sunman, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Ryan, great to see you in the chat. Awesome to have you as always. I have not heard William. I was pretty busy during the day today with a few things, so I haven't really been caught up on any injury news or anything like that. 7 minutes to go as we're back underway. Puck's in the neutral zone. Bruins take possession. Back to Grzelcyk, the only goal scorer so far, up to Taylor Hall. He sends it across. It's knocked down. Trying to get through to Pastrnak. Chance in front. And that one bounces off a defenseman. And Merzlikins is able to make the save and cover it up. Offensive zone draw for the Bruins with 6:48 to go on the way. So an O-zone draw here for the Bruins. We'll see what line they put on the ice. Looks like it's going to be the Bergeron line. Boone Jenner gets kicked out of the face-off dot, so Kent Johnson comes in to take it. And Bergeron wins it back. Bruins setting up shop in the offensive zone. Hampus Lindholm with a long shot. That just misses wide. Puck was bouncing around. Bruins find it. Another shot in there. Saved by Merzlikins with the pad. And now we're going to get a tripping penalty against the Blue Jackets. Looks like Andrew Peak is going to head off as he took down Craig Smith, and Boston's going to get their first power play chance of the game. Columbus had one earlier, but obviously did not score. Now we'll see the Bruins power play at work. El Shep, what is going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Great to see you as always. I don't know if I'm Hall of Fame bound, but excited to have to be back streaming and doing another game tonight for sure. As it's worked around now, offensive zone. Bergeron shot gets blocked by Goodbranson, and that's deflected out to the neutral zone by the Columbus PK. Taken back now. Bruins regrouping in their own end. Trying to set up here on the power play. Already lead the game 1-0. Into the offensive zones. Lindholm takes it all the way to the corner. Now cycles for DeBrusk. Now back to the point. Bruins set up. Over to Pastrnak. Top of the circle. He fires one in. Glove save by Merzlikins. Was able to see that the whole way. And with 1:26 to go on the power play, it will be an offensive zone draw for the Bruins. Rodrigo, what's going on? Welcome in. Gillies, welcome in. Thank you for being here. As right off the face-off, that goes in on Merzlikins, and he covers it, so we'll basically just redo that last face-off. Yeah, that's awesome, Gillies. He's an absolute legend, for sure. As Bergeron takes this face-off. Columbus takes it off the draw. That's Nyquist, but he's not able to get it out of the zone. Here's DeBrusk with it. Down in the corner, behind the net, away from Goodbranson. Played back to Bergeron, to DeBrusk. Trying to work it out high, but that one's stolen away, and the Jackets send it down. 5:35 to go here in the first period. 1 minute to go on the power play. Pastrnak with speed, back to the offensive zone. Trying to get away from Gavin Bayreuther there, but the Jackets steal the puck, and then a very bad clearing attempt by Roslovic doesn't get out. Bruins setting back up. Lindholm out high. Bergeron back to Lindholm. Over now to Pastrnak. That gets shot. Blocked. Second chance. Stopped by Merzlikins. Over again to Pastrnak. Bruins chances here. Is that one just deflected wide in front? Bruins with some good pressure. Pastrnak again with it. Pass all the way through. Now back out to Lindholm. His pass attempt to DeBrusk gets deflected, but he keeps it in the zone. That one gets blocked as well by Roslovic. DeBrusk back to Bergeron. Final 10 seconds of the power play. Trying to cycle this one around. Back out to the point. Played by Lindholm to DeBrusk. He'll walk into the faceoff dot. Good shot and a shoulder save by Merzlikins. Rebound chance. Pastrnak can't get it on goal. And a lot of opportunities there, but the Bruins do not score. It's back to 5-on-5. And Columbus has killed it off. Remains a 1-0 game. Worked in now. There's a shot. Pastrnak fires it wide off glass. Connor, what is going on? Welcome in. Yes, they did, Pablo. 5-1. Jonah, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Good to see you in the chat. Glad I could be of assistance as the Bruins steal this one now. Charlie Coyle down low. Passes that up past Grzelcyk. Bruins trying to get it out. Finally, it's carried through to neutral ice. Coyle spins back. Yes, it was, Connor. Yes, it was. And an awesome game to be at, for sure. As the Coyle dumps that one deep. Werenski back to get it. 3:35 to go in the first. Played here by the Blue Jackets. Back now, Connor Clifton. Dominic, what's going on? Welcome in. Pass up to Nosek. Dumps it deep into the offensive zone. And that's cleared by the Blue Jackets between the defensemen. Yes, I do, Dominic. Lauko with a good hit there on Jiricek. Here's Foligno cycling down low with Nosek. Lauko gets in against Gavrikov. Back the other way now. Taken by the Blue Jackets up to Jake Voracek. He goes off the boards with it, but stolen by Foligno, who will dump it back deep. Bruins will get the rest of the line change completed. Bergeron line coming onto the ice. Trying to play it up now through the middle. Zacha with Smith and Greer. Oh, totally different line here for the Bruins. As that one's thrown through by Lindholm. And stopped and covered by Merzlikins. We'll get a whistle with 2:22 to go. That was just a pairing of guys that didn't play on that last power play. It It was Greer out there with Zaka and Smith. So 3 different lines represented on that one as we head to a commercial stoppage with 2:22 to go in this first period. Bruins continue to lead 1-0. Hey, that's awesome, Connor. I hope you have a great time, and it's a great game for you to watch. Yeah, Vegas has been very good to start this season, and Logan Thompson looks like the real deal in goal. So we're getting down to the last couple minutes here of period number 1. Still a 1-0 game, and I think it's time to crack this bad boy. We got a PBR ready to go. Let's hope that we get a good crack on it, and we'll get some cheers in the chat. Oh, yeah, nothing cracks like a PBR can. They have the best cracks out of all the cans that I drink. And it's time for a cheers in the chat. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Here's to a great hockey game, a great night of action, a great stream. Really appreciate each and every one of you. And excited to get going here. And really good to have you all. So cheers, everybody. James, what is going on? Welcome in. Awesome to have you. Elijah, welcome. Thanks for coming by. Yes, Connor. Well, I'm a huge hockey fan in general. I'm from Massachusetts, so I'm a Bruins fan, but I'm a huge fan of hockey in general. I cover the entire NHL on this channel, and have been my whole life, and just try and have as much fun covering hockey here on YouTube as we all can. This is a new hat, actually. I haven't really worn it too many times. It's an original 6 hat. It's got all the original 6 team logos on the back, and then obviously the emblem on the front for the original 6. So I haven't worn this hat too many times. It's a new one for me, but I figured it was a good one to break out tonight. Moved up now into the offensive zone. Columbus going on the forecheck. Hey, I get it, Connor. Yeah. I mean, at least New Jersey's got a bright future. There's a lot of young talent on that team. There's a lot of young talent on that team, and moved up now. Pastrnak trying to drive to the middle, loses it. Sent back and worked down low for DeBrusk. Under 2 minutes remaining here in the first. Back out to Lindholm at the point. He walks the blue line. Back the other way. Here's Carlo. His shot gets blocked off the stick of Boone Jenner. And that goes up and out of play. We'll get a whistle with 1:34 to go. Oh, that's good, Connor. We're on same team there for sure. But thanks for coming by. It's good to have you. .134 to go. Offensive zone draw. Zaka to take it against Roslovic. And it was originally won back by Roslovic, but the Bruins end up with possession as Lindholm keeps it in. Back again. Long shot. Traffic in front. Merzlikins able to make a positional save. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, Connor, I kind of saw it coming with Washington. They're an older team, and they've got injury issues to start the year. No Backstrom, no Wilson. So that's a team that's taken a lot of hits and is, on the older side to begin with. So might be starting to see the downward trend in Washington. This is the only game I am doing tonight. I'm only doing one game tomorrow, Carolina and Philadelphia. No doubleheaders this week. I will be doing a doubleheader next week. 1 minute to go as Columbus has it. Fires one in there, and Omark is able to squeeze it and make the save. And we'll have 57 seconds left to go and an ozone draw coming up for the Blue Jackets. Brendan, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. We're going to head to our final commercial break now of this first period. Boston still holding on to that 1-0 lead. Yep, tomorrow I'll be doing the Flyers and Hurricanes game, and then that will be it for this week, and then next week I'll have a whole new slate of games that I'll be doing. I'll be doing games on Tuesday, Wednesday, a doubleheader on Thursday, and next Saturday as well. So, should be, as long as I'm counting in my head correctly, should be 5 games on the channel next week. I want to say Carolina, Connor, but the way that Philadelphia started their season, they are not an easy team to play against, and the Flyers have had some very impressive wins. So I think that's going to be a much closer and tougher game than a lot of people would think, because I think the Flyers could give the Hurricanes a real run for their money in that one. I believe it's in Philadelphia as well, so they'll have that home ice advantage there. That's going to be a close game. I will be doing the Penguins-Bruins game on Tuesday night, Dominic. Yes, that will be my stream on Tuesday. Penguins-Bruins. Wednesday will be the Flyers and the Maple Leafs. Thursday is a doubleheader. Carolina and Tampa Bay is the first game, I believe, and then Dallas and Arizona is the night game, the late game, and then Saturday is Bruins versus Maple Leafs. Gotta do the first matchup between the Bruins and Leafs this year, so that will be a Saturday night, hockey night in Canada, real showdown next weekend. Should be a very fun game between those two. Also, I'm sure the chat will be what's the word? I don't even know the word for what the chat is like during Bruins Leafs games, but very energetic, I guess. It'll be an active chat. I think active will be the best way to put it. As the Blue Jackets take this one, carried out of their zone, Werenski passes it up, and that gets sent down below the goal line. Ullmark clears it up to Foligno. Foligno off the boards and out. Back the other way. Here's Coyle skating into it. Plays it behind the net. Working it around. Still 20 seconds to go in this period. Spirited, hyped. Yes, all of those things for sure. And that gets sent behind the net. Ullmark will send it back up the boards to Coyle. And we're back through the neutral zone. Bruins into the offensive end. Davin, what's going on? Welcome in. Dope Music, welcome in. Thanks for coming by as the final seconds tick off the clock. And that is going to do it now for period number 1. We've got 20 minutes down, 40 minutes to go, and the Boston Bruins have a 1-0 lead on a goal by Matt Grzelcyk, the only scoring in this one so far. Both goaltenders have had to make some big saves as there's been a lot of chances, but only one goal on the board. I'm going to say Bruins 4-2, Davin, for my score prediction. Yeah, not a great look for them last night, John, to say the least. That was a tough game for Washington. So we head now to the first intermission. Once again, want to thank everybody for watching. Great to have you all in the chat. Please don't forget, it really, really means a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, chat it up, and get to have some fun. So thank you guys all again. Very good, fast first period there. Good pace to the game. It did slow down a little bit in the latter half of that period. The first 10 minutes of this game was just up and down, crazy action. But overall, a pretty fun period, and we still got 2 more to go. I think ESPN is tripping there, Travis, because NHL app still has the New Jersey-Colorado game 0-0. Also, the Islanders have taken a 1-0 lead over the Hurricanes, and the Golden Knights are destroying the Ducks 4-0. Penguins Canucks game, I'm going to say 5-3 Penguins in that one. Well, it looks like it's going to be lower scoring, William. That game's 0-0 and got to be close to the end of the first period at this point. So, Avs Devils, I mean, that's looking like a real close one. Maybe like a 3-2 kind of game that could go either way. Maybe that game goes to OT. We could see that potentially. Devils have played well. I mean, they've had a few games where early on they had a couple games that it really it was like, oh boy, here we go again with New Jersey. But I feel like recently they've really picked it up. They had a great game on Tuesday against Detroit. They hammered the Red Wings in Detroit as well. That was a big road game. They had a couple other impressive wins as well. If I scroll back through the scores. They didn't have a great game on Monday against the Capitals, but on Saturday they won a low-scoring game against San Jose last Saturday. Last Friday they beat the Islanders 4-1. They beat the Ducks last Tuesday. I mean, the Devils have won a good number of games so far. It's been a solid start for them. Yeah, they're 4-3 to start the year. That's a heck of a lot better than being like 1-6 or 1-5-1 or something like that. They've also started to give up less goals, which is good because Mackenzie Blackwood was great out of the gate, but there were a couple games where they gave up a lot of goals. I think there were 2 or 3 where they gave up 4+, and it was like, same old issues for New Jersey, but the last few games, they've done a good job of not giving up a lot of goals. With the exception of that Washington game. Andre, what is going on? Welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Awesome to have you in the chat. Hey, THG, great to see you. Thanks so much for coming by. Awesome to have you as always. We're at the first intermission here between the Bruins and Blue Jackets. And 1-0 game so far. Pretty solid first. Good action at both ends of the ice. Your Isles got a lead. I saw they were up 1-0 over Carolina. That's good. Got a big win against the Rangers on Wednesday. I obviously did that game. Yeah, Jim, the schedule this year. I don't know. There's some things about the schedule I don't like. But yeah, Bruins, Habs don't play until January. Which means, they'll have to play at least a few times in the second half of the season then. Which I guess will be good. But the Bruins and Maple Leafs only play 3 times this year. I wasn't too happy about that. I feel like the team, those rivalries, there needs to be more than 3 matchups this season. They should be playing at least 4 or 5 times. Boston plays Toronto for the first time on Saturday. Oh, no, they do play 4 times this year. Never mind. The Boston had only 3 games against somebody, because I remember I was saying it was the same thing with the Battle of Alberta. Calgary and Edmonton only play each other 3 times this year. Maybe is it the Habs then that they only play? Hang on, let me scroll ahead to the schedule here. Bruins, Canadiens. How many times do they play this year? Yeah, it's the Bruins, Canadiens that they only play 3 times. I don't like that. They play January, March, and April. So the games March 23rd and April 13th aren't that far apart. But you go the entire first half of the season without a Bruins Canadiens game. It's like this is the most historic rivalry in hockey, and they only play 3 times. And it's the same thing with the Battle of Alberta. They only play 3 times this year. I don't like when you get rivalries like that they don't really, they should be building those rivalries and trying to promote those rivalries and get everyone really hyped up for those games. And when they only play 3 times a year, you're basically dependent on playoff series to build those rivalries if they don't play that much in the regular season. I mean, we were lucky enough last year to get a playoff series between the Flames and Oilers, but I mean, that's not a guarantee every year. You should be able to have those rivalries in the regular season actually be rivalries without necessarily having to have them meet in the playoffs a bunch of times. I just like the divisional matchups and the rivalry games more so than the cross-conference stuff. But I've been saying that for years. The NHL doesn't care what I think. There's a lot wrong, Pablo. A lot. Oh, wow. Really, THG? That's very weird. That 3 out of 4 games would be at MSG. That doesn't... Because normally if a team plays 4 times, 2 would be home and 2 would be away. I don't know why it would be 3 home games for the Rangers and only 1 for the Islanders. That's very unusual. Yeah, Paul, welcome in. And I agree with you 100%, Paul. I would love to see more of the traditional matchups. Wes, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. It is one of the best rivalries, Jim, and it does suck, but it's the way that the league is now. They want all these East versus West matchups as opposed to the divisional battles. Well, yeah, Trevor, you probably missed out on the Battle of Ontario, though, because it really hasn't been much of a rivalry. I mean, the last, 15 years. The last time I feel like Toronto versus Ottawa was, actually a heated rivalry was, the mid-2000s. The Matt Sundin, Daniel Alfredsson era was really, the last time that those teams felt like a true rivalry. I feel like the last decade or so, there hasn't been a lot that would make you feel like that matchup is a rivalry, with the exception of them both being from Ontario. But as far as the play on the ice, I wouldn't exactly call it heated between the Sens and the Leafs recently. But if you go back and look at old games and highlights from the mid-2000s, then Toronto and Ottawa was absolutely a rivalry back then. Guys like Chris Neil for Ottawa, Darcy Tucker, Ty Domi for the Leafs, that was a rivalry back then. Yeah, Isaac, it hasn't been the best of starts, that's for sure. We have seen this before with Toronto, though, where they've gotten off to kind of a shaky first month, and then they've generally been good the rest of the regular season. I mean, we all know what happens in the playoffs, but they've generally kind of had a shaky first month, and then they've been good the rest of the way. I mean, we'll see if that happens again, or if this might be a little bit more of a longer-term issue for Toronto. There's definitely some weaknesses with that team. There's no doubt about it. Hey, thank you, Wes. Yeah, I haven't worn this hat on stream very much. I don't think ever. This is a pretty new hat for me. It's got the original 6 emblem on the front, and then it's got the logos for all 6 teams on the back. So, very cool hat that I got. I forget now if it was my birthday or Christmas, but not too long ago. Dude, Darcy Tucker was quite a guy. Real fun to watch. Talk about a guy who would spice up games. He was such an agitator, but he could also drop the gloves and play real physical when you needed him to. And there just aren't players like that in the league anymore. There's not really one guy in the league that I would equate to a Darcy Tucker type. There used to be, a lot, not a lot, but there used to be, at least a handful of guys that played that way and brought a lot of physicality, could also score goals, was a big time agitator, really got under the opponent's skin. And there's just not really guys like that anymore, and it sucks because the game's a lot more exciting when guys actually are pissed off and actually physical and actually want to get out there and hit and fight and play physical hockey. And just a lot of these guys nowadays are just out there skating around. I mean, it's possible, Travis, that the goal got called back after a review, potentially, but it also very much could be ESPN just having issues. But I'm looking on the NHL app right now, and the Avalanche Devils game is still 0-0. Oh, for sure, John, for sure. I mean, Jerome McGinley was your quintessential power forward. A guy that could score, I mean, he did have a 50-goal season. He was one of the better goal scorers of that generation, and also, I mean, could hit, could fight, brought everything to the table as far as being an extremely well-rounded hockey player. Jerome McGinley is one of my all-time favorite players because that type of player, my all-time favorite. Max Domi he's not, he has little bits of those elements, Wes, but he doesn't have he's not constantly physical like all the time. Like guys like Darcy Tucker, it was every single game with those guys. There was no let up whatsoever. Like now, there's not guys just like that anymore. Domi can definitely get under opponent's skin, but he doesn't like to drop the gloves. He only fights like once or twice a season. He doesn't, Tucker back in the day was probably fighting like 15 times a year. Now, guys nowadays, if you fought 15 times in the NHL this season, you'd lead the league in fights. And back in like 2006 or around there, if you fought 15 times, you were probably like second or third in fights on your team. Hey, Wilson, what's going on? Welcome in. Hey, there we go. From Ohio, but still going for Boston. I love it. Let's go. Love it. Oh, yeah. All those games were just super fun to watch, Davin, because there was so much, there was always, the pot was always boiling back then. The pot was, it's for a game to get physical now, it really takes a lot for a game to get physical now, where back then they were that physical just from the start. The Kraken and Canucks did have a 3-fight game last night, though, so that was pretty cool to see. Brad Marchand is absolutely awesome, Trevor. Absolutely awesome. Well, Max Domi does not fight nearly as well as his dad. I mean, Max Domi can throw, but he doesn't. I mean, Ty was fighting 30 times a year. He's certainly not his dad, that's for sure. He's also a better actual hockey player than his dad ever was. There's no doubt about that. He's a more skilled player than Ty, but not his dad, that's for sure. I am from Massachusetts, Paul. Southeastern Mass. All right, we're getting ready here to start the second. We did have a 3-fight game last night between the Canucks and Kraken, so that was fun to go back and watch the highlights from that this morning. Pretty much both players decide that they're going to fight, Travis. They drop their gloves and start throwing punches until somebody falls down or the linesmen jump in. All right, we're getting ready to drop the puck here for the second period. Bruins with that 1-0 lead. And we'll see what period number 2 brings us here. Yeah, it's pretty simple, Travis. It's all up to them. And just guys don't do it as often as they used to. Well, guys like Nick Delorier, Ryan Reeves. There's still there's still tough guys, but it's not like it used to be. Not definitely. It's changed a lot over the last decade. All right, teams are lining up at the center dot. Fourth line going to start. Looks like for both teams here. As that face-off is won back and dumped in by the Bruins. Behind the net, Merzlikins leaves it for his D-man. Second period has begun. Played up now. And that's an icing. Columbus ices the puck. Bad outlet pass doesn't connect with anybody. It'll be an ozone draw for the Bruins just 14 seconds into this period. 14 shots for Boston, 12 for Columbus. All of those shots coming back in the first period. Bruins with the only goal of the game. We'll see if that changes here in this middle 20 as it's taken back. Juracek in the corner. Going to lift that up out and over everybody. Bruins knock it down in the neutral zone. Columbus steals. Robinson takes a hit but dumps it in deep. Ullmark comes out, plays it to his D-man. Forbert with it, lifts that one up. Gets it out of the zone. Now Connor Clifton at neutral ice. Into the offensive end. Great touch pass there. Down in the corner. Bruins cycle it around, trying to get it through to Pastrnak. It's chipped by him, though, up to Patrick Laine. Pastrnak trying to steal it back with the help of Pavel Zacha. Taylor Hall comes in, then almost turns the puck over, and Columbus knocks it out to the neutral zone. Bruins trying to bring it back in, but the Blue Jackets steal. And Lindholm goes D-to-D now with Carlo. Spin around, down to the corner. Trying to work this one out high. Top of the circle, moved across to Carlo. Long shot in there, glove save by Merzlikins. And now back the other way. Here come the Blue Jackets into the offensive zone. Carlo chips that one up the boards. Deflected in there. Ullmark sends it to the corner. Carlo gets it up and out of the zone. Brought around now. Bergeron into the offensive end. Feeds it through. DeBrusk below the goal line. He takes a big hit by Goodbranson. Spins off it, though. Craig Smith comes away with the puck. Worked out high. Bergeron with a high shot. Blockered up into the netting by Merzlikins as he makes the save. Stays a 1-0 game. 18:02 left to go in the second, and an ozone draw for the Bruins coming up. All right, sounds good, Paul. See you later. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Mike and Julie, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Awesome to have you in the chat. Offensive zone draw. Coyle against Sillinger in the faceoff dot. Coyle wins it back. Strawman, D-to-D, over save again by Merzlikins. Goodbranson up the boards and able to clear it out of the zone. Boston's going to go all the way down to get it. Strawman sends it back up to Coyle. Passes it off over now to Frederick into the offensive zone. Drop for Greer and pushed along the boards. Finally, Greer takes it now in the corner. Behind the net, working it around. Back to the blue line. Long shot. That one gets stopped. Merzlikins with another save. Trying to work it in front there, and Columbus will clear it back out. Matt Grzelcyk has the goal, Mike. Played up now by Strawman. Into the offensive end on the back. Backhand pass over. Shot goes wide. And Columbus will chase again as the Bruins have to get it in their own zone. Forbert back there. Liam Foudy on top of him. Corrali with a big hit on the forecheck. That gets the crowd going a little bit. Werenski passes it up. Taken by Robinson, excuse me. Sends it across. Clifton takes the Robinson hit, but gets it over to Forbert. Move to the other way. Drop pass. Down in the corner. Nosek working it around. Back out to the point. Pass is offline for Lindholm, and he's got to regroup out in the neutral zone. Hey, JJ, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. Good to see you in the chat. And absolutely, what a night that was. That was awesome for sure. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. We got 16:21 to go here in the second. And we're going to have a penalty call coming up. Hooking call against Tomas Nosek here. That'll put Columbus on the power play, their second power play opportunity of this game. Obviously, unsuccessful on their first one. We'll see what the second brings, as it will be an offensive zone faceoff. One back defensively, though, by the Bruins, and they'll clear it all the way down. Good early start to this penalty kill, as Werenski takes it. Behind his own net, starts the breakout over the red line into the offensive end with some speed. Catch to the outside by Forbert, takes the hit, and Columbus sets up now in the offensive zone. Back out to the point, played again to Werenski. His pass attempt goes off a skate, and that's cleared back down. Worked up now by Laine into the offensive zone. Blue Jackets back on the attack. Around to the corner. Stolen away by Charlie Coyle. Here come the Bruins up ice. 2-on-2 shorthanded. Into the offensive zone. Cut to the middle. Coyle on the backhand. Charlie Coyle scores! Shorthanded goal for the Bruins. Makes it 2-0. As Coyle rushes in and drives the net on the backhand. Able to beat Merzlikins. And the Bruins extend the lead. Well, thank you, JJ. Really appreciate that. Big goal there for the Bruins as they get a shorty. Charlie Coyle scored last night against Detroit. Scores again tonight. Let's go. Mr. Beast, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some new sub hype in the chat. And welcome Mr. Beast to the channel. Thank you so much. Worked back now. Back underway. Still power play for Columbus, but they just gave up that shorthanded goal. They're back into the offensive zone trying to get on the board. As that's rimmed around. Taken to the sideboards. Kent Johnson back to the blue line. Top of the circle. Chinnikov, he loses the puck. And here comes Jacob Lauko into the offensive end. He tries to get a shot off but cannot. Cafe, what's going on? Welcome in. Chillin', welcome in. Thank you for being here. Eddie, good to have you in the chat. Thanks so much for coming by. Taken now by DeBrusk, driving in, looking for another shorty. And that one is stopped by the pad of Merzlikins. Moved up now, lifted out of the zone. Taken, Kent Johnson carries it back in. Boone Jenner with a shot, and Omark makes a great save. And covers that one up. 16 seconds left to go on the Columbus power play. Offensive zone face-off coming up. Goodrow's been good, Andrew. He's got 8 points already for the Jackets. He's definitely their best offensive player. No doubt about that. So I think he's done very well. Unfortunately, Patrick Laine got got injured early in the season, has only played a couple of games. So I think, Gaudreau and Laine have a chance to be a dynamic duo in Columbus, but Laine hasn't been there for most of the start of this season, unfortunately. So I think Gaudreau's only going to get better now that Laine's back healthy in the lineup. Yes, Columbus does not have a power play goal yet this season. They have been absolutely brutal on the power play. So that's another one that's killed off here. And it's a 2-0 lead now for the Bruins as we're back 5-on-5 through the middle. Taken in, around, driving the net is Taylor Hall. Second chance, Pastrnak just sends it wide. Moving it up now through the middle. Into the offensive zone, Johnny Gaudreau. Down in the corner. Lifted up the boards, and that's taken by Taylor Hall. Kana, what is going on? Welcome in. Great to see you in the chat. Thanks for coming by. Columbus steals. Here's Cole Sillinger into the offensive zone. Fires one wide. And that deflects up and out of play as Grizzlet gets in the shooting lane. And it is a 2-0 lead as we head to our first commercial break here. The second period. Bruins have extended the lead. And a fast-moving game so far. Boston on top. So that brings us to our first commercial break here, the second period. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Great to have you here. Please don't forget, really means a lot if you get that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams, welcome and wanted. Just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy the games, and have some fun. Second Bruins goal, Travis, was scored by Charlie Coyle. Shorthanded goal for Coyle. And that gives Boston the 2-0 lead here. Columbus still looking for their first goal. And, their power play has been horrific so far this season. They do not have a power play goal yet. I think they're now 0 for 34 on the year. So we'll see if Columbus can get the offense going when we get back from this break. But Bruins playing well so far, especially for that second game of a back-to-back. Those are always very tough games, tough to, not wear down and get tired for that second game. And so far, Boston's played a strong game. Taking it back underway now. Columbus in the offensive zone. Quick shot from the point. Blocked away by Allmark. Joseph, what's going on? Welcome in. Lucas, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Thank you so much, Joseph. Really appreciate it. Great to have you all here as we've got 13:10 to go in the second period. Closing in on the halfway point of this game. Puck gets moved to the middle now. Down in the corner. Columbus looking to clear. It's Goodbranson with the puck, and the Bruins are going to get a line change. Bergeron line comes out for Boston. Goodbranson holding behind the net. He's pressured out. Has to pass it up to Johnson. Kent Johnson, backhand pass through the middle of the ice. Gets broken up by Carlo, but it's taken now by Nyquist. Gus Nyquist into the offensive end. Knocked down. DeBrusk steals the puck. Here come the Bruins 3-on-2 into the offensive zone. DeBrusk trying to get one through, and a glove save by Merzlikins. As DeBrusk was looking for a redirection by Bergeron, but Merzlikins is able to grab it. 12:23 to go, and an offensive zone faceoff for the Bruins coming up. Hey, Lucas, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some sub hype in the chat for Lucas and give a warm welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Chris, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. It has been a while. Great to see you in the chat again. As Bergeron's going to get kicked out of the face-off dot here. DeBrusk has to come in and take it against Jenner. That's a mismatch. And as expected, Jenner wins it back. Columbus lifts it out, and that will bounce all the way down wide of Ullmark. It's going to be icing. So we'll come back down to the Blue Jackets' end for another face-off. Bergeron gets tossed out again, so Jenner again wins the faceoff away from DeBrusk, and now trying to exit the zone. Columbus pass up the wing to Johnson. Johnson takes it, neutral ice. Pass through the middle, gets knocked down. Here's Bergeron with it into the offensive zone. Spins a shot attempt in, but that gets blocked. Everybody digging for it along the sideboards. It squirts out by the red line. And it's taken through the middle into the offensive zone. Marchand is not playing tonight, chillin'. He did play last night. He had 2 goals and an assist. But he's not playing tonight. The Bruins said that he's not going to play in back-to-backs until he's a little bit back more fully healthy and into the groove of the season. So it was a scheduled day off for him in this one. We got delayed penalty call coming up against the Jackets. Bruins are going to head back to the power play unless they score, as that's worked around in the offensive zone, trying to set up here with the extra guy on the ice. Worked out high, long shot in. That one's knocked down, and finally the Jackets touch up. We get a whistle. It is a tripping call against the Blue Jackets, and the Bruins go to the power play. Boone Jenner going to the penalty box here, and Boston to the man advantage with 11:07 left in the period. Taken around now. Good Branson off the face-off, able to clear it out to the neutral zone. Steven, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Bruins off to a good start. First half of the game's been very solid. Hopefully the second half continues that way, as they're on the power play here. Still a minute 35 on the advantage as Pastrnak into DeBrusk. DeBrusk! Big save there by Merzlikins. Taken now, cleared to the blue line, but not out. Bruins keep it in. Lindholm to DeBrusk. DeBrusk now down low, trying to get it through. Stolen away as he tried to drive the net. Ullmark with the quick pass up after the Jackets clear. Moved up now into the offensive zone. Bruins on the attack once again. Taylor Hall falls down. Everybody digging for the puck. Coyle gets it back now over to Pastrnak. He loses possession but gets it back. Again to Lindholm, now to the far side. Shot in there by Coyle. That goes high. Bruins still with it. Offensive zone, 50 seconds of power play time, but the net gets knocked off, and we get a whistle. So it'll be a face-off coming up. Barry, what is going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Great to see you. Absolutely. Very, very good start. Definitely better than expected for sure. Here we go. One back by the Bruins. Grzelcyk out high over to Zacha. Zacha with a shot. That one off the glass. Back again. Grzelcyk was outside of the zone, so the Bruins will have to tag up to get onside. 35 seconds left of power play time. We've passed the halfway point of this game. Into the offensive end. We're going to work this one around. Out to the blue line. Pass over for Smith. Got fanned on, but he still comes away with the puck. Works to the top of the circle. Shot there and a save by Merzlikins. Another strong stop there for the Jackets goaltender. Final 10 seconds of the power play. Bruins with it. Shot that one off glass high. Coyle keeps it along the half wall, but then gets checked by Corrali. Columbus sends it all the way down, and that's going to do it for the power play. We are back to 5-on-5. Columbus kills it off. Amanda, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some hype in the chat for our newest sub, Amanda. As a chance in front now for Lauko. His shot attempt gets blocked. Bruins back into the offensive zone. Trying to work it now. Below the goal line. Laine now into the offensive end. He falls down. Greer falls down as well. Must be a slippery spot on the ice there. As that's taken now by the Blue Jackets. Deflected wide. Chance out in front. Columbus with possession. Now the Bruins steal up to Lauko. And Jacob Lauko gets it to the neutral zone, but the Jackets bring it right back in. Moved the other way now. David Pastrnak with it. On the rush. Trying to get around Goodbranson. Puts a stop move on. Waiting for some reinforcements. Out high with a shot. And Merzlikins able to grab that one and cover it up with 7:58 to go. We've got a whistle and an offensive zone draw coming for the Bruins, but not until after this commercial break. Just under 8 minutes remaining in the second period, and the Bruins lead 2-0. Hey, John with the 10. Let's get some dono hype in the chat for John. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Really, really appreciate it, my friend. We head to a commercial stoppage here, past the halfway mark. Bruins looking good so far. Columbus still trying to get the offense going. Swayman was fantastic last night, Barry. But Ullmark has been a top 3 goalie in the league so far this season. 5-0 with a .936 save percentage. Ullmark has been unreal as well. But Swayman last night had a spectacular game, and Ullmark's been awesome tonight in this one. The Bruins have 2 very, very good goaltenders. Yeah, it's been a very strong start to the season for just about everybody. Certainly the goalies, Barry. And really just the team in general has been off to a very hot start. All right, we're back from the commercial break. Getting ready for this offensive zone face-off. Bruins with a chance, trying to extend the lead even further. Again, for those of you that want to know when my next stream will be, it will be tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Again, same start time. Hurricanes versus Flyers tomorrow night. That should be a pretty fun game between those two teams, as Philadelphia has gotten off to a much better start than expected. So that will be tomorrow night's fun. We're back underway here as that's lifted out. Columbus with it through the neutral zone. Gavrikov jumping into the play. Poked away by Anton Stralman. And the Bruins clear it to the neutral zone. Carl, what's going on? Welcome in. Goodbranson passes it up. Bruins send it right back to neutral ice. And Columbus having some trouble here getting into the offensive zone. Taylor Hall taken away. Roslovic has it. Moved into the offensive end. That gets dumped down in the corner. Stralman and Roslovic. Chance out in front there. Goodrow tries to get the shot off, but he's pestered and can't get it on goal. Taken now by Taylor Hall. He'll try and break it out for Boston. over the red line into the offensive end, gets around, fires one into the glove of Merzlikins, and he'll drop it off for Zach Werenski. Pass over now. Werenski with it. Up over the red line. Dumped into the offensive end. Around Lindholm. Chased by Chinnikov. Down in the corner. Up the near side. Carlo to Coyle. Bruins clear it out. Work down low. Yeah, Vegas has done very well chilling. They've had a very hot start this year as well. They've been one of the best teams. Trying to bring it up now. Taken back. Out of the zone. Columbus clears. Kicked by Chinnikov into the offensive end. Angela, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to have you in the chat. Appreciate it. As that shot attempt gets blocked, Bayreuther keeps it now for Columbus. His shot gets stopped by Carlo. Bergeron takes the loose puck. Lifted up through the middle. Now into the offensive end. Bergeron down low. Bayreuther with a hit on him. And Columbus is able to clear as Nyquist sends it deep into the Boston zone. Ullmark out to play it behind the net. Over to Clifton in the corner. Oh, I'm very, very sorry to hear that, Aries. That's tough. I am very sorry to hear that. As that puck goes up and out of play, we'll get a whistle. 5.5 to go in the second. And we will head to our final commercial break here of period number 2. So, final commercial break. 5.5 minutes left in the second. Bruins continue to lead by a score of 2-0. Appreciate everybody being here in the chat. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget, it really means a lot if you get that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL. So fans of all teams, welcome and wanted here. And just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. Paolo, what's going on? Thank you so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. Great to have you here, as always, my friend. Wow, Colorado, New Jersey is still 0-0. Islanders and Hurricanes is now 1-0. Or no, excuse me, 1-1. It was 1-0, now it's 1-1. That game's tied. And Vegas is still destroying the Ducks. Oh yeah, Paolo. Ready for the weekend for sure. I was just at the Bruins-Red Wings game last night, Davin. The next one that I have planned to go to is the Bruins-Avalanche game in December. But that's the only things. That's the only ones on the list for right now. Columbus now pressuring on the forecheck. Jenner trying to get it away from Clifton. Taking D to D. Forbert can't handle it. Chance out in front. Everybody digging for the loose puck. Columbus back to the point with possession. And here's a breakaway. DeBrusk alone. He scores! Jake DeBrusk able to take that one. A breakaway from the red line in. And he is able to rip that one by Merzlikins. It's a 3-0 lead for the Bruins. Kent Johnson tried to shoot the puck through Jake DeBrusk. It did not go very well for Kent Johnson. DeBrusk blocks the shot, and then it has an easy breakaway from the red line in, as nobody else was back for Columbus, and that was a very ill-advised shot there. A rookie mistake by Kent Johnson. And the Bruins end up taking full advantage of it as DeBrusk scores on the breakaway. Back underway now. Jackets trying to get it going in the offensive zone. That's the NHL, Aries. Anybody can beat anybody in the NHL. Yeah, Boston's off to a ridiculous start this year. So good. As that's cleared all the way. DeBrusk chasing again. Or no, that was Lauko, excuse me. 94, not 74. Just can't beat out the icing, though. Rick, what is going on? Welcome in. Dan, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really great to see you guys in the chat. Dan, game was awesome last night. A great game to watch. Great game to be at. The atmosphere was incredible. Awesome time. Offensive zone face-off now for the Blue Jackets. And that's taken in the corner. Bruins win the draw. Gordon, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Great to have you as always. It's up into the offensive zone. Yeah, Philadelphia surprising everyone with how good they've been this season. Absolutely another one of those huge surprise teams this year. They have been very good and very tough to play against this season. I'll be doing the Flyers-Hurricanes game tomorrow night, Paolo. That's my next stream. Gonna be very interesting to see how the Flyers do against a Hurricanes team that is, obviously a formidable opponent, but also is playing tonight. So Carolina will be on a back-to-back there, whereas the Flyers will be rested. As that's taken, no icing as Pastrnak wins the race. Poked away from him by Jiricek. Yeah, that was a close one, Aries. And it's brought up now into the offensive zone. Moved across there. Line A fans on the one-timer. And that's back out to the point. Bayreuther keeps it in. He walks the blue line, tries to get a shot off. Doesn't get through, but Sillinger takes it. Work down low to the corner. Under 3 minutes to go here in the second period. Taken now by the face-off dot. Werenski looking to drive in. That one goes off a skate, and the Bruins will be able to get it out as Taylor Hall exits the zone. Lil Beastie, what is going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Yes, they have, Isaac. I figured they'd be better, and so far they have been. Patrice Bergeron, unknown. I had my Bergeron jersey on last night. So, puck will come back down now. .241 to go here in the second. Offensive zone face-off coming up for the Jackets. Omark's got to make a save right off the faceoff. Now both teams digging for the puck. Jackets keep it in. Bayreuther fires one just wide. That caroms all the way out. Behind the net now, taken by Goodbranson. 2:15 to go in the second period. Son, what's going on? Rick, welcome in. Tyler, welcome in. Isaiah. Dennis, welcome in. Thank you guys all for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Man, we got a lot in the chat tonight. Thank you all for coming by. Bruins in control here, up 3-0. Columbus trying to get themselves on the board. Played by Trent Frederick. He gets hit, stood up by Jenner. Jenner steals the puck, but then it's Clifton taking it back for Boston. Over to Forbert. Forbert back to Clifton. Out of the zone. Up through into the offensive end. Greer pass to the middle. Coyle's shot. Blocker save. Rebound chance. And that one just misses wide for the Bruins. Working around now. 1:17 to go in the second. Moved over to Clifton. Bruins up into the offensive zone. Craig Smith and his pass attempt for DeBrusk gets blocked. Isaiah, what's going on? Welcome in. No Mander, welcome in. Thanks for coming by as that puck goes up and on a play. Just under a minute to go here in the second. 58.9 on the clock as we'll get a whistle and a face-off. 3-0 lead for the Bruins. Marchand's not playing tonight, no Mander. They're not playing him in back-to-backs until he's been back for longer in the lineup. So Marchand played last night. He's not playing tonight because it's a back-to-back. Trying to work it around now. Taken to the middle. Here's Carlo after the offensive zone draw. That one deflected up again into the netting. Carolina has tied the game against the Islanders. That is a 2-2 game now. One back now, moved across, top of the circle, deflection just goes wide. And that's cleared to the red line. Columbus coming back the other way. Michelle, welcome back. Good to have you here. Thanks for coming by. As Bergeron clears that out of the zone, up to Pastrnak into the offensive end. Pastrnak fires a shot, and he scores! David Pastrnak makes it 4-0 Boston as that one squeaks under the pad of Merzlikins. Definitely a goal that Merzlikins would like to have back. But with 26 seconds to go in the period, the Bruins have made it a 4-0 game. David Pastrnak with the goal. Wow. Boston piling it on here. 4-0 now late in the second. Oh, damn, Isaiah. That sucks. That sucks. Yes, John. Ullmark has been one of the best goalies in the league to start this season. He has been absolutely awesome as he sends that puck up the boards and out. And Columbus has to chase back now to their own zone. Final 10 seconds. Back through to neutral ice. And the puck was knocked down with a high stick. We'll get a whistle. And 8 seconds to go. Brought up now, dumped into the offensive end. Foligno on the forecheck, and the horn's going to sound. That does it. So the second period comes to an end. It's a 3-goal period for the Bruins. And as we head to the intermission, they now have a 4-0 lead over the Columbus Blue Jackets. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes of action still to go. But we are headed off now to the intermission where we'll have some time to hang out and chill in the chat. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Great to see everybody tonight. Please don't forget, it means a ton if you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted. And we're just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. Yeah, Columbus has Columbus has not been as good this season as I thought they were going to be. I really thought that getting Johnny Gaudreau and having some of the young talent they have was going to be a little bit more of a boost to them, and they have not started this season well. Well, Colin, Marchand only played last night, and that's it. He's not playing tonight. The Bruins said that he's not going to play back-to-back games until they get deeper into the season. So Marchand was spectacular last night, but he is out of the lineup tonight, and the Bruins are doing just fine without him as they have the 4-0 lead here. But he looked spectacular against the Red Wings. Oh my God, Paolo. That is wild. That is pretty funny, though. Oh, boy. Oh, absolutely chilling. Absolutely. Second game of a back-to-back, and they're up 4-0. I mean, talk about learning from last week. Caleb, what's going on? Welcome in. I mean, he definitely could be, if he keeps playing like this, he'll definitely be in contention. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to end up being the favorite, but he definitely will be in contention if he keeps playing like this. Captain Goose, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Marshawn's coming off of off-season hip surgery, no mander. Well, I mean, Isaac, he's not going to throw his own guy under the bus. Like, you know, he's not going to throw his own guy under the bus, but I would definitely have a different word to describe Justin Hull myself. All right, see you later, Michelle. Hope it's a good game. Talk to you soon. Yeah, Wild beat the Sens. I mean, McAvoy's a top 10 defenseman in the NHL, so McAvoy is certainly no slouch. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate that. No, Marchand is not a quiet guy. No, not at all. He's one of the biggest agitators in the league. All right, guys, while we're here at the intermission, I met a Bruins fellow hockey YouTuber and Bruins YouTuber last night. He's streaming right now, so I want to do a little raid. I'm going to drop the link in the chat to his stream. And I want you guys to go say, Off the Wall says hi to my buddy Sam, who I met at the Bruins game last night. I'm not comparing a defenseman to a forward, Caleb. They're completely different players. They play completely different positions. I don't see any reason to compare a defenseman to a forward. Rankings are all subjective anyway, so it's not like it actually is some sort of like official thing. It's all subjective. Yes, 10 shots. He does Boston sports on his channel. He does all Boston sports on his channel. He's actually from New Hampshire, but he's a Boston sports fan. So let me get back to his stream. Hit that link in the chat, guys. Go say hi to Sam. Tell him that Off the Wall sent you. And I got to meet him at the Bruins game last night. Again, I don't really compare players like that. Yay, Sam's got the picture up. Sam's got the picture up of us last night. This is an NHL Network game, HN. So if you're in the regional market for either of these teams, you can watch it on the regional network. But if you're out of market, this is an NHL Network game. Von Hook, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. Yes, I do, Vaughn. Yes, I do. No, I do not, no, Mander. Yeah, so meeting Sam was definitely cool last night. I also, he was there with Grant from Power Skate Show. Grant as well. So, I had met Grant before at a Bruins game last year. So, it wasn't a first time meeting with him, but it was a first time meeting with Sam. And I got a chance to chat before the game with a few other hockey YouTubers, which was pretty cool. Anyway, back here. We are getting ready for the third period. Boston in complete control so far. We'll see if the Jackets have a comeback attempt in the third period or not. But Bruins sitting pretty right now with a 4-0 lead. Oh, yeah. I remember Pete Peters. Well, I mean, not from watching him live ever. But I certainly know who Pete Peters is, Paolo. Yep. That's a classic goalie from back in the day there, back in the 80s. I don't know. That's a tough one, no, Mander. I haven't been doing very well with over-unders, so I would take my opinion on that with a grain of salt, because I haven't been doing well with over-unders. Randy, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat. Hey, yes, no, Sam's a good kid. It was awesome to get to meet him. Definitely, for sure, William. And he does a great job on his channel covering all the Boston teams. Oh, JJ, dude, I saw somebody at the game last night. We were standing outside the arena before even going into the game, and somebody walked by with a PJ Stock Pooh Bear Bruins jersey, like the old Pooh Bear yellow alternates, and it was a PJ Stock jersey, and I was like, wow, talk about a throwback to like 2003. Like, it was pretty wild there, but really cool to see. Classic jersey. Vernon says the Columbus no Jackets. Bro. Yeah, they are off to a pretty rough start. Yeah, Columbus is 3-5, dead last right now in the Eastern Conference. Oh yeah, PJ would fight anyone. Probably not, Vernon. I mean, Boston's probably just gonna skate around and try and end this game. I mean, it depends. Like, if there's a big hit or if there's a cheap shot at some point, then obviously things could pick up physically. But it's going to take something like that to set off any sort of fights or anything. Like, they're not just going to happen. Like, it's going to take some sort of, event to set them off with either a big hit or a cheap shot or something like that. Yeah, no, Caleb, the Eastern Conference doesn't have anybody as bad as the bottom two teams in the West. Right now, the Ducks and Canucks only have one win each. I mean, Columbus has 3 wins, and they're the worst team in the East. If Columbus is in the West, they would not be in last place. I mean, Randy, there's way more fights in the regular season than in the playoffs, so it doesn't really have to do with it being the regular season. It's just, it's early. It's not like it's the second game of a back-to-back. It's not like these teams are really bitter rivals or anything. So I just don't expect a lot to happen unless there's some sort of, again, big hit or cheap shot or something that happens that sets it off. All right, sounds good, JJ. Thanks for being here. Awesome to have you, as always. Looks like it's great goaltending going on in the Avalanche Devils game. Still 0-0. You don't see that very often. Those goaltenders must be playing fantastic. Not very often, John, no. I mean, on vacation or something like that, then maybe yes, but not a regular thing. Yeah, Matthews has been very quiet this year. I mean, the Leafs are in trouble if they can't get their big guns going. I think eventually, obviously the superstar players are going to be superstar players, but they're definitely off to a slow start. And the longer that goes on, the more trouble the Leafs are in. That would be a great Stanley Cup final, Aries, for sure. I don't think we're going to get it, but that would be quite a final to watch. I don't think we have to worry about Austin Matthews going to the AHL, Vaughn. Austin Matthews could score 0 goals and still wouldn't get sent to the AHL. Yeah, Caleb. And Pasternak, I think he's got a real good shot to score 50 this year. I actually predicted him for over 50 at the beginning of the season. And I definitely think he can do that. JV, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. We're getting ready for the start of the third period. Appreciate you being here. It is awesome to have you as always. Oh, Paolo with the jokes in the chat. That's pretty funny. All right, we're getting ready here. Third period is going to start soon. Coming back from the last commercial break before the start. 4-0 game. Bruins kind of cruising right now. We'll see if Columbus can get anything going offensively or make this a bit more of a game. They're going to obviously be pushing hard for the comeback here, but Boston looking really strong after a 5-1 win last night. They're right back at it tonight on the road this time and picking up right where they left off. Team's just skating around a little bit, getting the legs warmed up again for this period, and then the guys starting the period will line up at center ice. Yeah, I mean, Isaac, I think the Leafs' lack of offense has been the biggest issue so far this season. I mean, their goals against actually isn't bad. The depth on the blue line is definitely an issue, but their goals against overall isn't bad. They're not scoring. Oh, yeah, it's been a great start, JV, no doubt. All right, here we go. Teams lining up at the center ice dot, and it is Tarasov coming into the goal for the Blue Jackets. So Columbus has pulled Merzlikins after the second period. Tarasov's in the net, and we are underway as the Bruins dump it in. Getting in heavy on the forecheck is Coyle against Jenner. And that puck deflects up and out. We'll get a whistle just 19 seconds in. Line change coming for the Bruins, and I believe the Jackets as well, as we'll get a stoppage here early on. But final period, we'll see what happens in this one. Boston in control right now. And Roslovic gets kicked out of the dot, so Laine comes in against Patrice Bergeron. And it's kind of a stalemate off the draw. Eventually it ends up in the corner. Craig Smith and the Bruins heavy in on the forecheck. Jackets trying to work it out. Up the boards, taken now by Laine. He'll have a chance to clear. Bad pass, but it ends up out in the neutral zone, but the Bruins take possession back. Smith will dump it. And he doesn't get very far. It's taken now. Columbus clears it again. Steven, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. That's sent around the boards. Carlo in the corner. Taken up. Move to the middle. And now to the near side wall. The Bruins chip it out. Back to the Jackets' end where they hold by the face-off circle. Werenski with the puck just over a minute into this third period. Kind of a sloppy first minute here. Very low energy. Not a lot happening. Strawman steps up with a hit there on Sillinger. Back over now. Goodbranson with a long shot. Olmark sees it the whole way and is able to cover that one as he grabs it with the glove. 18:33 to go in the third, and an offensive zone draw for the Blue Jackets. Columbus trying to win that draw back. It's out, and the Bruins clear it to the neutral zone. Columbus dumps it back in. Puck's in the corner. Grzelcyk around the wall. Up the boards, Taylor Hall. He's pressured by a couple of Blue Jackets. They come away with the puck. Columbus setting up now in the offensive zone. Trying to get the offense going here in the third period. Long shot, chance in front. Knocked down, and the Bruins clear. That will go all the way down and wide of Tarasov for icing. And we'll get a stoppage again. Another offensive zone draw for the Blue Jackets on the way. Very kind of slow, sloppy start here to the third. Not a lot of clean plays happening, clean passes. Just kind of dumping it around. And Nothing sustained. As it's taken now, Strawman takes a hit from Jenner. Zakaline still stuck on the ice for the Bruins after that icing. They turn the puck over. Here's a chance. Voracek spin around shot gets blocked. And Pastrnak gets that out to the neutral zone. Bruins go D to D. They get a much needed line change. It's worked down low. Below the goal line, and now up and out. Up to A.J. Greer. Greer into the offensive end. Sends it to the corner. Frederick first on the puck. By Werenski. Works it around. Gets it back down low. Cycle game going. Chance out. Looking for a play in front is Coyle. Coyle, pass across. Here's Clifton. Gets the goaltender out. Doesn't shoot the puck, though. Takes it around the net. Tarasov with a save there on a Frederick shot. Bruins get to the loose puck, though, and keep the rebound in. Good hit there by Voracek on Coyle, and Columbus takes it out back the other way. Dumped into the offensive zone. Have a good night, Paolo. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. And we'll talk to you soon. See you hopefully tomorrow at that Flyers-Hurricanes game. Yeah, honestly, Paul. No cannon so far tonight. Into the offensive end. Dumped again by the Jackets. Working it around. Foligno lifts that out of the zone. Chasing now is Lauko. Back the other way. Forecheck pressure coming. Corrali with a big hit. Big hit by Goodbranson as well on Foligno. Bruins get it out to the neutral zone, though, and into the offensive end, and it's quickly cleared right back out. Robert, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Great to have you in the chat as it's moved up now. DeBrusque into the offensive end, driving wide. Tries to tuck one under the bar, but it goes high. I do not believe so, Aries. Not that I am aware of. There's been plenty of, screaming matches and arguing between coaches, but I don't think there's ever actually been a fight. As a long shot there by Werenski gets blocked away. Then Werenski gets hammered down there by Craig Smith. Ullmark covers the puck. And we get a whistle, and now Werenski and Smith not happy. Werenski a little unhappy about that hit. Has something to say. 15:15 to go in the third. It will be an offensive zone draw for the Blue Jackets. William, have a great night. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully see you soon. And thanks for watching. Marchand played last night. He has a scheduled day off today, Robert. The Bruins said that they're not going to play him on back-to-back games until deeper into the season. So this was planned for Marchand not to play tonight. Into the offensive zone now, down in the corner. Bayreuther with a good hit. Columbus comes away with the puck. Worked up now over the red line. Kent Johnson into the offensive zone. Moved to the middle and lifted out by the Bruins back to neutral ice. Bayreuther with it. Chased by Pastrnak. Spins away from him. Gets it over to Goodbranson. Goodbranson back to Bayreuther. Up now through to the red line into the offense, or Johnson finally backhands it into the offensive zone. And it's brought up now. Taylor Hall. Puck knocked down in the neutral zone. Columbus comes the other way. 14:15 to go here in the third. Bruins still up by 4. Jackets work it around down low, trying to get the cycle game going. That gets by Peak at the blue line, and the Jackets have to chase to their own end as Tarasov leaves it for Peak behind the net. Looking to work this one up. Pass through the neutral zone. Voracek into the offensive end, but the play is offsides. And we will get a whistle with 13:49 to go in the third. Bruins in control, still up 4-0. As the Blue Jackets trying to get something going offensively. running out of time as we've made it now to our first commercial break of period number 3. And we got a stoppage here with a neutral zone faceoff on the way when we get back. Great to see everybody in the chat tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. Really would mean a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted. And we're just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. My next stream will be tomorrow night for the Carolina Hurricanes versus Philadelphia Flyers. So, that should be a fun one. Philadelphia playing a lot better than expected so far this season. John Tortorella is getting a lot out of that lineup and a real good effort night in and night out for the Flyers. So that should be a fun game between the Canes and Flyers tomorrow night. And then I will have 5 games coming up on the schedule next week. So Sunday morning on the community tab, as always, I'll be posting next week's schedule. And I got 5 games coming up next week. Oh, hello to Nancy, Robert's girlfriend. That is awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Much appreciated. Much, much appreciated. Good to have you here. I hope you're enjoying the stream and enjoying the game. Hey, thank you, Paul. It's great to have you here. Glad that you are enjoying it, and awesome to have you here on the channel. Thank you so much. We are back underway as that pass for Foligno is too far in front, but Lauko is able to win the race and beat out the icing. Columbus does move the puck, though, as they get it back. And up and into the offensive zone, scooped up by Ullmark. And we get a whistle as Ullmark grabs that. It will be an O-zone draw for the Jackets. 13:33 to go in the third. Carolina right now losing to the Islanders 3-2. Also, I believe New Jersey took a 1-0 lead. Yes, New Jersey has a 1-0 lead over the Avalanche. And then earlier, that game, the game's over now, but Vegas had to beat the Ducks 4-0. As that's lifted up, glove down. Jackets get possession back. Johnny Gaudreau back to the D-men, over to Jiricek. Into the offensive zone. Move to the middle. Now worked along the half boards, out to the point, splits the D and is able to get out of the zone. Werenski will try and bring it back in. Bruins don't allow that. Here comes Smith with a shot there! And Tarasov able to make the save as he squeezes that one. And we get a whistle. 13:02 left and an O-zone draw for the Bruins on the way. Back underway. Jackets cleared out of their zone. Puck out in neutral ice. Nyquist up to Jenner. And that's cleared immediately out by the Bruins D. Back to the neutral zone. Jackets will try entry again. And this time they ice the puck. So, man, things just not really going... not really... What I'm trying to say... Jackets just not really able to get anything going here. Like very kind of choppy third period. I mean, really the whole game. The Jackets had some really good chances back in the first period. Ullmark kept everything out. And since then, Boston's just kind of taking control of this game. And Columbus has not been able to get anything going. Moved up now into the offensive zone. Pass across there, Zacha. Doesn't connect, but the Bruins take it down low. Pastrnak back out to the blue line, Grzelcyk. Work down low, Zacha with it, away from Goodbranson. Back out again, Pastrnak's shot gets blocked. Columbus is able to take it. Here's Voracek. And stick snaps in half. Columbus loses it. Bayreuther's stick broke on him, and the Bruins dump it back in. Yes, Nomander. Swayman played last night against Detroit. Cooper, what's going on? Good to see you in the chat. Thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it. Have a good night, Matthew. Thanks for watching. Awesome to have you here. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Played around now. From the face-off dot, there's a shot in. Just wide of Ullmark. Puck in the corner. Bruins clear. Oh, that's awesome, Cooper. I hope you had a good time. Played now out in the neutral zone. Charlie Coyle gains the red line, dumps it in. No icing. Tarasov will play it off glass. Out to the neutral zone. And now we got some pushing and shoving in front of the benches, but that breaks up rather quickly, and Columbus takes the puck. Brought up now into the offensive zone. Speed here from Liam Foudy. Juracek can't keep that one. Foligno gets it out. Pass to Nosek into the offensive zone. Tomas Nosek gets it poked away. Worked out. And Tarasov makes a save there. Covers that one up with 10:37 left. And an offensive zone draw for the Bruins on the way. Boston's played very well defensively, Nomander. And Ullmark has been, again, fantastic in goal, as he has been all season long. So, Goodrow, who already does have 5 goals, I believe, this season, and has been scoring, has not gotten anything going in this game. Carrion, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Yes, Swayman played last night, played extremely well, and got the win over the Red Wings. Good to have you in the chat. Is that shot attempt deflected up and out of play? Another ozone draw here for the Bruins. That one's won back by Bergeron. Shot by Clifton. His stick snaps in half. And that's going to allow the Jackets to get it out of the zone, but the Bruins take possession back. Forbert. Deflected into the offensive zone. Peak gets to it, but then pressured. Loses the puck. Second chance he does get it over to Gavrikov. It's out of the zone. Into the offensive end. Here's Laine. Pass in front. Goes off of Gavrikov and down below the goal line. Laine with a sharp angle shot. Misses high. Bruins clear it off the boards and out of the zone. DeBrusk will now dump it in. We're under 10 minutes to go here in the third. 9:50 left as Peak holds behind his own net. Columbus still trying to get something going offensively. As they start the breakout through neutral ice. Glove down there by Strawman, and the Bruins take the puck back. All right, good night, Robert. Thanks for stopping by. Great to have you, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Have a good night. Played by Zaka. Strawman gets by him out in front. Kick save. Ullmark. Second chance. Shot gets blocked. Working it around now. Lifted up and out. Cleared. And Jackets get back on sides and will chase Strawman into the defensive zone as he backhands it up the boards. Welcome back, Gott Luther. Good to see you again. Bruins are going to be offsides, so they got to tag up. We got 9 minutes to go, and Columbus holds the puck in their own end. Moved across now to Goodbranson. Played up into the offensive end. Jackets dump it deep. Chinnikov chasing on the forecheck. Taken up now through the neutral zone. Over the red line, Hampus Lindholm will bring it in, and then he loses it back out to neutral ice. Greer now down low in the corner. He gets hit off by Juracek, and that's We're going to allow Columbus to get that puck out of the zone. Avatar, welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Yeah, the Boston has a really good tandem, JV, so they're using both goalies because both of them have been playing well. Taken now by Lauko. D to D, Forbert to Clifton. Back now, Clifton's just going to hold. Skates it out of his zone. Gains the red line and will dump it in. Bruins will commence on the forecheck. Back out now, played here. Grzelcyk with it in the corner. 7:35 to go in the third. Columbus with it now. Corrali, former Bruin, plays it back to Goodbranson. Over now out high. Shot attempt gets blocked to the corner. Strawman sends it up the boards. Columbus can't keep it in. Nosek gets it out. Then takes a huge hit there by Corrali. Down now in the corner. We got a penalty coming up. It's going to be against the Bruins. And now Foligno and Corrali start to push and shove a little bit. 7:02 to go here in the third. Raylan, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. About 7.5 minutes to go, Raylan. As Strawman heads to the penalty box, Columbus is going to be on the power play when we come back. Down by 4 goals, running out of time. And Boston in complete control here as we go to another commercial break. All right, good night, Unknown. Thanks for watching. Great to have you here. Appreciate it as always. And hopefully we see you again soon. Have a great night. Shots are 33-23 in favor of the Bruins. So Boston's outshot the Blue Jackets in this one 33-23. Shannon, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to have you in the chat. It's tough how difficult they make it to watch games when you're out of market, for sure. But I'm glad that you found the stream. I'm glad that you stopped in. Thanks for getting here, and awesome to have you. We're down now, about 7 minutes to go in this third period. Bruins in control, but Columbus is going to the power play, trying to get something going here towards the end of this one. It's overall not been a great night for the Jackets. All right, sounds good, Mike and Julie. Have a great night. We'll talk to you soon. And thanks so much for watching, as always. We're back from the commercial break now. Going to be the ozone face-off to start the power play for Columbus. And we'll see what they can do with this opportunity as they win it back to the point, setting up in the attacking end. Here's Johnny Gaudreau, fires one just wide. Laine with it. Plays it down low. Forbert and Carlo there for the Bruins. Able to clear it to the blue line, but not out. Gaudreau again on the half boards. Plays it down low into the slot. There's a chance. That's fanned on. Second opportunity, and Ullmark's able to keep that out as well. Bruins cleared all the way down. Couple good chances already for the Jackets, though. They're pushing hard to get on the board. Pass out in front. Here's Werenski over now, top of the circle. Ullmark with a great glove save. And he snags that one from Laine. Keeps it a 4-0 game. And we'll have a face-off now with 1:21 left to go on the power play. Taken now. Face-off one back by the Bruins. Lindholm plays it up to DeBrusk. DeBrusk up ice. He already has a goal in this game, trying to get another one, but his shot attempt is poked away. And Roslovic comes for the Blue Jackets into the offensive zone. He gets hammered down, though, by Zacha. Trying to take it now. Voracek along the boards. 5:55 remaining. 50 seconds to go on the power play. Top of the circle. Played in front. Lindholm the only one there, but his clearing attempt gets knocked down. Back out high across. Doesn't get through. Now Laine has it. To the blue line. 35 seconds to go on the power play. Looking for a backdoor pass. Again, doesn't get through. Ends up off the end boards. Johnny Gaudreau. Back to the half wall. Taken now by Laine. Gets around DeBrusk. And then a great glove save again by Ullmark. His second of the power play on Laine. And he robs him again with the glove. Offensive zone faceoff for the Jackets coming up. Reacts, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. Appreciate it. Face-off, one back now by the Bruins. Trying to get it out. And Jiricek has it now behind the net. Final seconds ticking off the power play here. That one's stolen away by the Bruins. We are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Here's Lauko trying to get one through for Frederick, and he just can't tuck it in the short side. And it ends up deflecting up and out of play as Tarasov gets a piece of that one. So we are even strength again. Still a 4-0 game. Bruins in control. Under 5 minutes remaining in the third. And we are going to head to our final commercial break of this one. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Great to have everyone in the chat. Please don't forget, it means a ton if you can hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL. So fans of all teams are welcome and wanted. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. Fruge, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Reacts. Will Kane return? I'm not sure what you're referring to there. But Boston in control here. Pat, what is going on? Welcome in. Thanks so much for stopping by. Good to have you in the chat. We're down to the final 5 minutes here, and Boston in complete control with a 4-0 lead. For those of you wondering, my next live stream will be tomorrow night, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern, for the Carolina Hurricanes versus Philadelphia Flyers. So that will be tomorrow night's action. Oh, Fro. Okay, I got you. Well, welcome in, Fro. Thanks for coming by. All right, here we go. Back underway. Third period. And Boston takes it in the offensive zone. Kept on the line there by Strawman. Long shot stopped. Columbus clears it out. Played up here. Trent Frederick. Pass to Greer. Greer into the offensive zone. He ducks the Goodbranson hit. Lauko now to Greer. Greer spins away from Johnson. Keeps possession down low. Can't get it through Goodbranson, though. And it's played up by Sillinger. And that's lifted all the way down again by the Bruins. No icing as DeBrusk and Peak go into the corner. Foudy will take it behind the net. And he'll try and start a breakout for the Blue Jackets. It's carried by Corrali up ice. into the offensive zone. Gets around Forbert, trying to fire a shot, but that gets blocked by Clifton. Puck's in the corner. Everybody digging for it, and the Bruins eventually steal it in front. It's Pasternak. DeBrusk's been very good to start this season, Adrian. He's off to a great start. So that's cleared all the way down again. Columbus has to regroup in their own zone. Hey, have a good night, Paul. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. As that's thrown in. Forbert behind the goal, below the goal line, up to Foligno. Foligno carries out, dumped into the offensive end. My favorite team reacts is the Bruins, but I am a huge hockey fan in general and cover the entire NHL. Work down low, 3 minutes remaining in the third period. Taken at the red line and dumped in by the Jackets. They'll get a line change. Played to the corner by Brandon Carlo. Lifted by, taken by Line. Waiting for something to open up. Through the middle. And Roslovic puts his teammate off sides. We get a whistle and a stoppage. 2:32 to go in the third. It will be a neutral zone face-off coming up after the offsides. All right, Gordon, have a great night. Have a great weekend if I don't see you. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Oh, nice react. So you're a Tampa fan? Lots of Lightning fans on the channel because I've been doing so many Lightning games over the last few years with them being so good. So that's pretty cool. They're a very good team. Trying to work it around. Out high, here's good Branson. It's stolen away from him by Taylor Hall. Hall breaking in, shot, and Tarasov makes the save. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Jackets take it. That's Bayreuther behind his own net. Worked up. Lauko with a good hit in front of the bench. And it'll be played here by Strawman. Oh, that's awesome, React. That is awesome. All right, have a good night, Trevor. Talk to you soon. Thanks so much for coming by. Have a great weekend, and hopefully we'll see you in the chat again soon. Chance out in front here. Puck in the crease, and Omark is able to cover it up. 1:22 to go in the third. And Omark keeps that one out. Will be an offensive zone face-off for the Jackets. Time getting low in this one. Forbert with it now. Lifted through the middle. Out of the zone. Chinnikov takes it. Columbus trying to get it back into the attacking end. Clifton takes a hit in the corner. Move to the middle. Jackets have it, putting on some pressure. Now Forbert with a chance to clear. And Nosik's able to get that one out. Under a minute to go here in the third. Brought back in now. Sillinger. Pass off Chinnikov. Over to the far side. Taken out high. Played here by Johnson. Back to Jiricek. All the kids on the ice now for the Blue Jackets. Jiricek fires one that gets blocked by Foligno. It's out of the zone. Final 30 seconds as the Bruins are back in their own end. Hey, Reacts! Thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some new sub hype in the chat for React, everybody. Newest subscriber to the channel. Trying to play it around now. 10 seconds to go in the third period. Bruins in their own zone. Looking to clear one last time. They do. Caleb, that is absolutely hilarious, Caleb. What a one-sided trade that would be. As the horn sounds and this one comes to an end. And I can finally say the S word. It is a shutout for Linus Ullmark as the Bruins win this one 4-0. And we go final. And Boston has started their season now 8-1 through their first 9 games. Columbus drops to 3-6. And that is going to bring us to the end of this one. So, another great showing for the Bruins tonight. Very happy to see it. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Again, my next live stream will be tomorrow night, same time. Carolina Hurricanes versus Philadelphia Flyers. Philly off to a good start. That should be a fun one. And that should be a good night of hockey again tomorrow. So, thank you guys all so much again for being here. Really appreciate it. Good to have everybody in the chat. Before you leave, if you haven't yet, it would really mean a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted. And we're just trying to build a hockey community here where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, have some fun, and really appreciate it all the support from everyone tonight. So hopefully we'll see you all again soon. And tomorrow night, Hurricanes-Flyers should be a fun one. We'll see you then. Sean, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Boston's only loss, Dan, is to Ottawa. And that is going to finish things up here for me. So have a great night. Have a great weekend if I don't see you. And I'll be back tomorrow night with the Hurricanes and Flyers game. Thank you guys again, and see you next time.